It's like I'm just trying to bust a nut, and you're like, but what is my favorite color? Don't you know
If I
me?
was a worm, would you still love me?
So Yami goes
In a
out to dinner
different
a few
world.
weeks ago, and when he goes out to dinner, they're writing taking orders. They're writing everyone's names on their cups or something like that, and everyone else got like reasonable things to write to describe that person. You know, guy with blue hat, guy with red shirt, fucking Mark. Yami got fat guy red shirt or balding guy red shirt. And it's like, what did you do to earn that, Yami? Like, why would they just? These are servers. They want a tip, right? Why would they just start shit with you at the beginning of the meal?
Did he have an answer, or was it just left up to the?
He says he didn't do anything, but then he pulls a fucking stunt like he did tonight, and I'm like, kind of deserved it, didn't you, bud?
Bald and fat fuck.
Fat balding retard.
Yep.
Say it your way, I'll say it mine.
I didn't call him that. Kevin called Kevin that. It doesn't
Yep.
matter which Kevin you substitute.
Also, Kyle. Kyle called Kyle that, and also Kevin that.
I thought Kyle lost a bunch of weight.
Maybe, I don't know. I haven't
Anyways,
talked to him in a while.
that's because he,
Probably stress from the baby.
yeah, all he does is show up and ask for goblin porn, and then goes back to his whole fucking cackling.
What?
That's
What?
a weird way to fucking refer to his wife. That's kind of Jesus.
All he does is show up and ask Austin for goblin porn, and then he disappears again.
Yeah, you said he goes back to his whole cackling.
You know, I got
Porn is
that.
a
I
name.
wasn't engaging with it.
Okay.
All right. Is anybody not in the game?
Yeah, yummy.
Yeah, well. Can't help you
Okay,
there,
so
bud.
it's definitely everybody check your fucking roll 2. Ready, set, roll, because it turned off
Don't
for
see
me.
Bailey in the game, but yeah.
I too do not.
It's true.
Change fucking sheet to light instead of dark again. What is going on?
Um,
I always
Ready,
wish
set,
I was
roll?
clever enough to like fuck with your settings specifically.
I mean, it doesn't take much.
But like if I was, like this could all be an elaborate joke, and I wish it was.
Yeah, I do too, because then we'd have an easy way to stop it. If you were willing to stop it, there's an easy way.
Right. Like once I get called out for the joke, I'm like, well, it's not fun anymore. So that's the end of it.
Yeah, but instead it's just going.
or you are doing it, and that's why we need a new link every time.
Oh.
Could be.
And now you're putting this forward to make us never question if you're doing it or not.
Yeah, it's just a smoke screen.
I put a real lot of social deception games.
We were playing Among Us once, and everybody. It was the very start of the game. There was like 10 of us, and there was like 3 of us were friends, and the rest were all randoms. And one of the guys' name was Donald Trump, and I called emergency meeting 5 seconds in the game. I was like, honestly, I think we should just vote Trump out. And everybody voted him out. He got ejected off the ship, and he actually was one of the imposters. Like, you gotta imagine how fucking upset he'd be that he got kicked out in the first 2 fucking seconds of the game after waiting like 6 rounds to finally be the imposter over a joke.
Dude, I get accused of being the imposter all the times. To the point where there was a night we were playing where we would just go down, we would start the game, someone would sprint, hit the button, and went like, let's just take out Hunter for safe measure. I was like, are you kidding me? This is the 3rd game in a row we're just voting me out.
That would make me unreasonably angry.
It would make me reasonably angry. Like, I'd be like, yeah, you know what? I've earned this.
No, on my way out, I would tell people who the traitor was.
All right.
That's crazy. It's bullshit. Also, Skylar faked keys. Vote him out after me.
When last we met our heroes. Having returned with a dryad in tow and dealt with the potential consequences of raising a child away from the druid shaman that wanted it, you found a home for Fern with the witch Svela. Well, I mean, I guess you don't know that she's a witch. The accused witch Svela. You were able to help out the local farmsteads in the pursuit of your downtime activities, as Avalyn was able to construct a boring technique to get further into the earth than the farmer had, in the hopes of finding the contamination source. Bad luck and timing caused her to burrow into the burrows beneath the town, beneath the farmsteads, to a gross, dank, not in the green way, cavern filled with scent of meat that is expired. Creatures, toad-like, came out of the darkness, attacked your group, and you were able to best them. And you heard the faint sounds of a child in panic and maybe pain from the distance. I ask you now that golden question. What do you do now, if anything?
Well, if we don't see shit and there's nobody calling us, they're calling down at us from the hole.
Oh god, door's wandering off.
Oh,
Um,
could have seen that coming.
I know you
Goodbye,
all
door.
hear that, but there's no way it's not a trap, but there's also no way we can't check, right?
Mm-hmm.
Suppose we should. Down here already. But the game is paused.
Allow me to resume.
Was the crying coming from the north, towards the giant pile of scary bones, or to the south?
Towards the west.
The way door went.
Who?
The guy with no pants.
Right, if we're going, just everybody be careful. I heard that thing calling out. There's bound to be more.
Okay.
As you turn the corner, Bior,
Mm-hmm.
you see that door is not in sight. Instead, there's just a pair of boots in his general direction where you lost sight of him.
Come back here a little bit. Door's boots are there. Just
Ah, is he stripping again?
no. Well, that's a good point, actually. But I don't think so. They're just sitting there. Are they like knocked over? Does it look like they were taken off, or is it they're just sitting there as if the person wearing them disappeared?
They do appear unlaced.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, maybe it's not that big a deal. Though I don't know why he'd go barefoot. Is there any sign of anything in the dark?
Make a perception check.
Any? Oh, they have ears, apparently.
There
Got
are
some
some
hydrogen
slight drag marks around the boots. Otherwise, you see the signs of traffic. The earth is disturbed enough to indicate that people or things have walked this path recently, but no, nothing else.
Like drag marks coming from the boots, or does it look like they might just be a coincidence?
You don't
Like
think
there
a
weren't marks there.
coincidence.
Okay. Something dragged them off.
I can
All
see
that
him
goodness.
using stripping as a defense mechanism.
Well, maybe, but I'm not all that good at this tracking shit. Any of you, any good at that?
Yeah.
No.
Are you
Is it
saying
pretty
no just 'cause
obvious
you
which
like it?
way he pulled off, or
It seems like it might have been to the west. As you're looking, you see there's traffic coming in this area as an intersection going in every direction, but the heaviest amount of traffic seems to be towards the west.
well, they took him off that way, but it seems like there's a lot of things going that way. Also, this is where that crazy, creepy crying was from.
Oh, I hate that.
Oh dear.
We should move somewhat fast. That device on my brother's only gonna last so long.
I nod and follow.
And read your shadow glow.
Sure, he can go back to following me. Like a good shadow.
Oh god.
We've been kicked off.
Yep, I'm back on the landing page.
You make your way down the path. As you travel, the echoing sound of sniffling and vague movement greets you. You get a little bit closer and closer until finally you can see into a small cavern. It doesn't have as many pathways that you can obviously see exiting into the directions, but the light that you're carrying with you or your dark vision only goes so far into the room, except you can see there are more signs of corpses. The scent of rotting meat or decaying flesh is a little bit stronger here. And when you bring the light forth, you hear a reaction, a gasp coming from the voice that was sniffling.
We can't see this Gasper.
It's a distance issue.
Okay. Well, I know we're here. Hello? You alright?
There's a choking sound, and then finally, help!
Does this sound like legitimate cry for help, or,
Make
bullshit?
an insight check with disadvantage. Sounds genuine.
May I roll as well? I had the same question. He was just a little faster than me.
You may.
Insight. Where is that on my character sheet? There it is.
I'm not going to roll insight because I want to not trust it.
You also don't detect any obvious deception or drama. There's no theatrics, just a scared young voice.
I will take a step forward.
As you
Yeah,
do,
bring the light in further.
I will place you on a map. I think.
Rose to electric. Ooh.
Oh, never mind. This guy's not here. Entering into the corridor, you see another pair of boots.
Don't like that.
Was the elk still alive? Fuck my life.
Yeah,
Did it even take any damage?
it did. I have to adjust it.
And because we've all been close to my brother at some point. Just make sure your temp HP is up. I forget how much.
8.
That one.
You hear the sounds of scuffling movement.
Sure, I want to follow that big blood or whatever trail ground, but
Is the movement coming from where the voice was?
It sounded close and seemed to disappear in 2 different directions.
Just in case, I'm gonna offer guidance to Caller. For whenever's next roll.
Thank you. Cyrus, what do you think this is?
I have no idea, but it sounds like they need help.
Well, based on where we are and everything that we've dealt with, it's probably some sort of fear. So, something that kidnaps children and doors. You're like an old folklore, where they're like, if you don't brush your teeth, a Schniggledop will kidnap you and all that will be left.
As soon as she says
for you.
snuggled up, I start walking away, peeking around the corners.
As you get closer, you see that there is a pile of bones, and the bones are squirming. You can hear them faintly clattering against each other, and you see faint glimpses of large slug-like creatures, tadpoles, squirming, sort of Scrooge McDucking into the bones.
Gross.
I think it's
Guys.
children of those things.
I think frog babies over here were other worse slugs. I can't tell.
Should we light it on fire?
Yes, that's a great idea. I support it. Let's do
Cool.
it.
Who has fire?
Well, if they're anything like the grown-ups were, the fire's not the best.
Well, we best kill it now. So they don't multiply even more. 2 of those things was enough.
Well, if we learned anything from the spiders, killing their babies definitely didn't draw more. Oh, yeah, it did.
Right, but we gotta get rid of them. You wanna get paid by this this farmer?
I just kind of hold up a finger as I come up here.
As you
finger
step
or
a little
finger?
closer, you see at the edges of your dark vision a child, a vaguely childlike form that is encased in mucus, some sort of stringy mucus that is binding him in place. Around him is a pile of bones, and faintly you catch glimpses of those tadpole-like creatures as they squirm in and out and between the bones.
I kind of wave Thyros up.
I'll walk up towards you.
And I point over to the west by northwest. I'm like, there's a child there. It looks like it's encased in some kind of natural glue. I don't know. Between us and it is a giant pile of bones, and they're more of those slug things.
The sobbing gets a little louder, and again the voice
I-
calls out, "Help!"
We'll start making my way in that direction.
The squirming from the child intensifies as you get closer.
I will approach just outside the slug things.
You approach just outside these slug things.
I'm gonna give a look to everyone before I will go to cross it to make my way towards him.
I kind of like pointed him and then like pointed the around. Here, you can go around.
Oh, is there a path around? Oh, I thought it
Yeah.
wasn't.
Can you not see the light? It should be.
I don't know why. I thought I saw like an edge, like a
Oh,
lip
okay.
or something there.
Tony, what are these?
Yeah.
Those are dead people.
Oh, they're
Yes.
just dead people. Okay.
I will make my way around a couple feet at a time.
Yep, potentially be able to help here.
I don't know where my shadow ended up, but
The child squirms and wrestles against their restraints, hoping you'll give it aid.
I'm
yeah.
watching the little tadpoles.
there's no way he wouldn't. I will pull out my sword and begin carefully trying to cut away whatever is holding him.
2 questions, Tony. Up close, what does this kid look like? 2, does shape water work on the mucus? Presumably there is some water content, but I don't know how you want to do that.
I'm going to say without rolling shape water, probably not. So not water, not water, not water. Is this all water?
Yeah, but I mean, like, presumably
It's not
there's
water.
water in it. Oh, not water, okay.
Yeah, there's water and blood too. Like,
Yeah.
you're not a
So could I
bloodbender.
not- Are we arguing that I couldn't move water with shape water? Or couldn't move the water in blood?
Yeah, that's exactly the argument we're making.
Okay. That's
Because
fair.
they're different words.
Okay.
Kid
Right,
gains 8 temp for being near my brother.
Oh dear. But yeah, does it look? It looks like a kid.
It looks like a child. They are scared. You see their cheeks are hollow, and they look to have a very gaunt features, like they haven't been cared for properly in at least several days, maybe longer. They also look pale, and sort of flushed around their cheeks and forehead. They're sweating profusely and at the same time shivering, maybe with fever. But as you start to reach out to help them, you hear the sounds of movement around you, and the child stiffens and then finally starts saying, "They're here, they're here, they're here, they're here."
I'm going to keep trying to get him free.
Yeah, scoop the mucus away. Shit.
As
I-
you,
Help.
as you reach down towards the child, you hear the sounds of movement burst forth into a loud charge, and entering into your sight, 2 creatures come out of the darkness. And we will roll initiative in a second. Don't do yet. Now, will it let you do it, or do I have to put you like in combat state?
Have to
Yeah,
be in
the
combat
person-
state.
Yep.
Let's see, that should be everyone. I see 4 players there. That works. Is there a bird around here? There is a bird.
There's a bird and an elk. Yike.
Real quick. Yippee!
Do you want my turn, Hunter?
Sure.
All right. It will be 8. He'll be 23.
All right, is anybody not on the screen?
We are all good.
If you want to drag my clone closer to me, it would be behind me currently. I just have lost sight of it for whatever reason.
Fucking disrespectful.
How many turns would it have been since our last combat?
Maybe 5 minutes. So 50? Is that how math works?
Yep, that is correct.
All right. Top of the round, you see a toad-like creature with red skin bursting out of the shadows from the north, and then another one, larger, bulkier, with blue skin, charging at you from the south. Cyros, it is your turn.
I'm going to use my action to attempt to free the kid.
All right. You attempt to free the kid. It'll take either an action, a strength check, athletics, I'll allow, or you can attempt to make a delicate cut with your weapon.
I think I'm going to try to just pull him out. I'll do the strength check if that's all right.
It is a DC 14. It's gross. It's sticky. It is weirdly, flexible in some areas and brittle in others. So when it finally cracks beneath your skin, it does sound like a carapace being torn open. But nonetheless, you free this child, relieving him of his gooey coffin.
I'm going
Yes.
to put him down on the ground next to me, wipe whatever goo I can off his face, like, stay near me. And that'll be my turn.
On the initiative of Elk.
Meh.
The game is currently paused.
Oh, my bad.
Elk is gonna charge.
The elk charges this creature. What does that look like? Their mechanics.
I went for the big strong one to make him do a strength save.
If the elk moves at least 20 feet straight and then hits with a ram attack, let's see the ram attack.
Strength save.
I think the ram attack generates the strength save. 16 does hit. Is that 16 damage? That's a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And takes the charge attack damage as well.
And an additional 7, is that what I'm seeing?
That. Additional 4. Seven is just the round.
Ah, okay. All right, suffers an additional 4 damage from the ram. Avoids being knocked prone, but is otherwise hurt by this onslaught. Anything else for Elk?
Elk says, "Meh."
Bjor.
That's how my elk sounds. Shut up.
Magical elk. You can sound however you want. I guess I'll target the one down there next to the elk and see if I shit the bed or not. Oh, if only I had advantage.
Eldritch Blast 25 and 19 both are hits.
Throw out some hammers. Well, that's what I got.
It was a good turn. It was a powerful turn.
Oh, I don't want to hide behind the child, so I'll do that.
One with its bite and two with its claws. On the start of its turn, it
I don't like the sound of any of that.
to heal. It regenerates, and you see its wounds close. Close.
I'll show you some clothes.
It then is going to attack, bite. Is that bite, claw? Yes, it is.
That's a lot of fucking words in that claw. DC 50 con saving throw or be infected with the disease.
Oh, I forgot to target it.
100-word essay.
What's the AC of elk?
It is 14 on the elk.
15, 21. Oh, the 13 misses. It's tragic. Hey, does the elk have dark vision?
The elk does not have dark vision, but the elk can see, or could see it before you move.
I'll allow it. Let's see here. So, first it's going to give you a little bitty bite. That's going to be a little slishy slash. And
Yikes.
then, how does it say here? Needs to make a DC 15 con save.
What the fuck? That's aggressive.
The elk will not be
Transforms
turning
into a red
into a
slug?
salad.
Oh my god.
Transforms
Toss
into a
that
tomato
salad.
salad.
No, L.
It's just a fruit salad.
All right. That is its turn as it starts to carve into this creature, taking chunks out of it and seeming to relish in the gore that it's spreading. Next up, we have...
That really hurt. I don't even see where it went on my guy with dark vision.
Really? I didn't move it, I don't think.
Yeah, I cannot target.
Interesting.
Oh,
I mean, if you can't target it, Avalon can't target it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, good. That's a good move.
What?
Attack their mechanics directly.
I can target that one.
You don't have to. You could just let it be.
Oh yeah, let me just lay down.
Yeah, just lie back
Hey,
and
door's
think of
back.
England.
Is that something you often do?
Win in Rome.
Only when Brian comes over.
Now Rome's in me.
Yo.
Avalon, what you doing?
Okay, so there's a dude up there, so I'm gonna go behind you and take out my gun and shoot frog. And any sort of cover it has does not matter.
Okay, all right. I see what you're doing.
And
According to
then-
that, what are the arrows to the right and left? Oh, click to roll with advantage and disadvantage? Interesting. All right. You strike this creature. It'll take 18 damage? Why is your gun so strong? Oh, it's a gun.
Because I do it once.
Yeah, it's fair.
Bonus action, activate Defender. Anybody around gets 8.
All right.
Hey,
Temp.
I'll move closer to Galler. Keep my gun trained on Fuckboy on the ridge. And that's it.
Calor.
Bird are gonna just kind of go in front of Ava so they can get a better shot at using non-resource produce flame and hurling it at Mr. Red Boy over here.
Let's see that.
Yeah, that's gonna be a no, dog.
The flames wash over its skin, doing no damage.
The bird is going to laugh at Caller and say, "This is how it's done, bitch." And say, "Pew."
I think it's a +8. Kind of nuts. This time, the flames connect more directly, and it takes some damage, although it is resilient to the flames.
Unfortunate. And that is what we do in the shadows.
All right, on the initiative of 2, that creature will regenerate. Once again, you see wounds healing on it, like you did its ilk that you killed in the previous room. Glad I buffed these guys' regeneration, that's all I'm saying. It is going to charge forward and enter your reach.
I'm going to attempt to stop it. Ka-chow.
Is that a 1?
I won't stop it. I rolled 2 1s.
I did that twice in my Saturday game.
This is a good day for me. Let's see if I can actually hit anything, because I don't think they hit anything besides the elk last time. What's this say? What does this say? Okay. First, it is going to bite at Cyros.
Yay!
Oh, I should have targeted. Oh, I'll do it on the next one.
It's okay, I got it.
Then it is going
9
to
damage.
claw at Cyros.
Yay! 11's not going to hit.
Then it is going to claw at... I almost said Dior. Bior.
Don't like that.
Dior is Bior and Dor's child.
Misses. Eat shit.
Well, I'm upset. I'm actually quite upset.
Bitch.
Very upset. That is its turn, and now we are back at the top of the round to Cyros.
I'm going to look at this thing and make 2 attacks against it to start with. Be a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't target.
Guess.
I didn't target. Fuck.
I
I'll
can
fix it
do
now,
that.
though. I'm target now. Second attack.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to use my feature and use one of my Unleash Incarnations to make an extra attack this round.
What the fuck?
Yep. Do that a number of times equal to my con modifier. So I make an extra
start
attack.
putting in diseases that lower con mods.
15?
Tragically, that also
Tragically,
hits.
that hits. Awesome. I'm going to Action Surge.
He does
What
not want
the
this thing alive.
Fuck!
It's pretty close to the kid, to be fair.
I'm going to make 2
Protector
attacks with
instincts
my
are coming out.
glaive. 14?
Yeah.
Really?
Alright. Extra attack. 14?
No, that hits.
You see this creature backpedal from your onslaught of attacks.
Is it still
Blood
standing?
sprays everywhere, and it seems to be the dead.
Wow.
I'm going to position myself. Like, I wasn't in front of it. I'm gonna move to here to be the way I know the other one's coming, and I'm gonna move this guy here, and that's gonna be my turn.
Is that it? That's all?
Oh, I had 2 more attacks still in the chamber.
Jeez.
I still had another unleash incarnation because I can do it anytime I take the attack action, and I was still had my bonus action. Turn.
I can see that fucker again. Yeah.
And if this guy just wants to leave, like we get
I'm gonna go peep.
peep me
I figure he's supposed to be a protector character. If there ever was a time, right?
all child must protect.
Yeah, out goes meh and tries to smack this thing with big ass fucking antlers.
All right, a 14 apparently doesn't hit the blue ones. Good job, blue ones.
Yay, blue ones. Wait, no, bad. Out goes because it's now depressed.
Bad.
Bior.
Well, a bit closer just so he's visible. And, ba-boom, boom. Maybe he hits. Okay, it looks like it probably. Oh, maybe not the 15. Who knows?
A 15 and a 27 both hit.
Oh, get shit on. Something smells like dead animal because I think it's a dead frog. That's the.
Now it's gonna be dead out
Uh,
right now.
This
Wolf's and pepperoni up.
creature will regenerate.
I don't like that. Sounds like some DM bullshit.
You guys think the other one's gonna regenerate?
Dead? Oh, God, I hope not.
They're
It is
troll
going
slots.
oh. It is going to bite.
Oh,
It doesn't
Goodbye,
need to do
Elf.
anything else.
Good.
It eats.
Good. I'm just going to move this guy out of my way. And it is then going to charge forward and enter your reach.
yeah. Let's put a stop to that if we can.
I agree.
Probably not.
That is unfortunate.
Charges forward. It is going to attack each of you once.
Could it miss? I'd like it to miss.
I bet you
Oh, it
would.
misses. Well, I guess it misses. Well, no, I think that misses both of them.
Did the other one not roll? Oh, it's asking me to prompt.
Oh!
This is
Thank God there's
tragic.
no-
At
It
the
really depends on
end,
your perspective.
yeah, at the end of its turn, you hear the sounds of footsteps approaching from one of the tunnels. I should be more specific for the tunnel you came from.
Uh-oh. Actually, it's okay. It's just gonna be door, right?
Yeah. Are
He
they
always
bare
comes
feet?
to the rescue.
Well, that all depends. Is the floor made out of stone?
Oh God, yeah. Never mind. I'm shoot the fog.
You shoot at the frog.
Not enough.
A 14 does not do it.
And anyone within 5, Saris gets 8, 10.
The frog
Boy, it
says thank you.
matters. So like I hit things anyways.
Hey man,
revolving
you've
on.
gone through my temporary hit points.
Killed
I
my
believe
third
in you.
level spell.
I don't feel good about either of these things.
That's all I can do. I want more shots.
When do you get more shots? Cal, it's yours.
Pick a different class.
Now.
Well, I
Geller
present you with your
is-
problem.
Going to do the same thing and throw fireballs that are very small and not fireballs.
fireballs that are not fireballs. That is a clean hit. It... Wait, is it not fire resistant? No, it is. Looks like it took the full damage, though. Oh, well. Too late to prove it.
And the bird is going to do the same thing.
Cacao!
Caw.
Oh, that is another clean hit. Yeah. That's weird. Alright, it suffers... Oh, yeah, it was 8 damage, that's why. It suffers 2 hits, seeming resilient to the flames, but still harmed by them. Anything else for you?
Nope, I have already moved along.
Emerging from behind you, a creature steps out of the shadows, seemingly wrapped by them. At least if you can see.
Nope, not door.
And
Can't see it.
casts a spell.
Counterspell.
Man, that'd be useful, right?
Green. Fucking rainbow ass slots.
Let me just double check something. Ugh, that is close range. It casts a spell as it moves closer. It's not going to get this close. It's going to get, like, here.
I like the blue ones coming out of the token. It's cool.
Yeah.
How do I stop concentration? That button. Okay.
What the fuck?
There
Further
is a
fear.
small spark of fire that leaps out from its fingertips and detonates around you.
Jesus. Bye, kid.
Ow.
The kid screams as it is consumed in flame, and the rest of you need to make dex saves.
I mean, he was infected, so...
Yeah, probably. Probably gonna turn into a fucking slod,
These guys don't do
I
that.
guess. No, but I mean, the kid was infected with something. We don't know what. Maybe it's that fucking...
Yeah, slots don't do that. You don't get to worry about that.
What was it? Chaos Phage? What's the DC? It doesn't say.
Does it really
Blind.
not? DC 12.
I also can't see.
It's right below.
Well,
Can I?
wait, it's right below what?
The damage.
I do not see that.
You
I just
sure?
see the button for dexterity saving throw.
Oh, it might not
So
tell you.
click
what
it.
you
We
see.
can't see it. I did. Give
Yeah.
me my...
And it told you failed.
Nice.
It did not, actually. It told you I failed.
Oh. Well, it's good enough. Kevin, you
Yep.
failed. Avalon succeeded. Cyros failed. Child failed.
Used to hearing that.
Shadow, I guess, failed.
Oh yeah, shut. Let me double check real quick.
Good
I
question.
think it is dead, but I will just double check it.
All right,
It's
that
25
is-
damage, right?
Yeah,
24.
24. That is its turn, but hey, top of the round. Cyros.
You can delete the fireball, too. Or the AoE, I mean.
I don't even know where this thing is.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? No dark
I don't
vision.
see it on the initiative, though.
Oh, it's why is it not showing on the initiative? Still hidden.
There you go.
Uncloaking it does not make its initiative uninvisible. Visible? Visible.
Weird. I feel like those two things should be linked.
Oh, one second. I'm just gonna read this. Make sure I have my shadows gone. Thank you. Yeah, so it is gone. My shadow's gone, but I'm gonna calling it back here in a second.
Yeah, you could just throw it off to the side.
I'm gonna manifest it just against my bonus action right there. And I'm gonna make 2 attacks on the guy in front of me.
All
And
right,
critical
2
fail the second
attacks. A 24 does hit. Anything else for you?
Nope. Let me go away my turn. Sorry.
Initiative 15. This creature will dash. As soon as I remember how to grab tokens. Stepping into the spotlight. It ends its turn. Then next up it is Bjor.
Oh, I don't like this. Okay, well. Okay, there it started. Do this, the one next to me. Does it dead?
It does not dead.
Fuck.
So looks pretty resilient.
Fuck!
In fact,
I do not have advantage. Or
Mhm.
inspiration. I mean. Okay.
in fact, as its turn starts and you see it regenerate, it looks quite healthy indeed.
But it, yeah, that's like it. That's all I can.
Is going to take a bite out of Crime.
Not Crime Dog McGruff.
And is going to strike out. A strike against Crime.
Rough.
These things just don't hit when you want them to. It then will
Forever.
switch targets and claw out at Bjor. These rolls are tragic. This creature's useless. I hate it. It's a dumb stat block. Avalon,
Rock
it is
failure.
yours.
Oh,
good
you're never
alliteration.
gonna guess what I'm gonna do.
Are you gonna shoot it in the mouth? Shoot it and kiss her? Gonna shoot it then kiss her?
Yikes.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot it in the fucking kiss.
It suffers 23 points of damage, and it looks hurt, but still capable of fighting.
And Cyrus and Bjor get 8 temp, and that's my turn. Bye. I am gonna move up here, but
This.
Keller!
81.
Eller hates this world and its inflammable nature.
Mm-hmm. Remember, flammable and inflammable mean the same thing.
He doesn't have a lot to deal with that as a fire guy.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to
Okay, a moonbeam?
Drop a moonbeam there.
light.
Serbia Bale Light shines down a 5-foot rays. When the cylinder appears, each creature in it makes a Constitution saving throw. It fails. Suffers 13 damage.
And turn on the light.
I think Moonbeam has a light.
Yeah, we have been doing that. Because, like, it's moonlight.
See, in
Dim
roll
light fills the
20
cylinder.
See, in roll 20, this was easy because I just made a light token, and then you guys could drag your own light out. Light.
Just make the bad guy glow, because it's gonna keep moving on top of him.
There's definitely a way to make a light. I do not remember it.
Perfect. We love it.
Yeah, but an easy way to do the light?
I don't think there's an easy way.
Yeah, it's always a problem. All right, your moonbeam. What else does it have to roll? There's a
That's it. It's just
shapeshift. On a successful
Like a shapeshift?
damage, control is to save when the spell's area moves into its space. So pretty much you're going to chase it down every turn. All right.
Yep.
That your turn. Bird turn.
Bird's going to come here, and we are going to fiery teleport away and
Oh,
hopefully
hell yeah.
murk some squids as we go.
Hell yeah.
Clever.
Fuck your babies.
Whoop.
You see several of these tadpoles ignite and turn to ashes as the bones are blackened and charred from your fiery teleportation. Anything else for Bird?
Word. Bird
Initiative.
is
Cut.
Bird is the word.
The initiative of 5, 4. This creature will move forward.
Into your range.
And it
My
will
clone doesn't
cast
get the reach.
a spell. Can I turn this?
I
How do
can
turn
do
this?
attacks when they leave its range, within 5 feet of it, but I don't get
That's
to
not
do
what I
the
was
sentinel thing from it.
How do you rotate
It was my mistake.
the template?
Mouse wheel. Oh, well, what? Maybe mouse wheel still? You selected?
Let's try it again. Oh, it is mouse wheel. No, it's got to do one thing right eventually. Looks like it's probably going to want to be here when it casts. Tardik,
That
the
was a
three
weird
of
fucking
you.
cone.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? But technically accurate.
I guess so.
Would the blue guy be in it?
No.
It's highlighting that square.
Yeah.
All right, let me move the whole damn template then. Oh, I have to cast a new one. Look how much time you guys are wasting.
Well, Thor's not here. Somebody's got to do it.
Is a wisdom save, yeah.
Oh man, I haven't read this spell in forever. It is a DC 12 Wisdom saving throw. Lest ye become feared. Make one for the bird too.
Bird is immune to that shit, yo.
Is it really?
Fuck.
I'm upset.
Bird is immune to fire, charmed, frightened, grappled, prone, and restrained.
Does that fly
Oh,
by? That's what it needs.
I can.
Does not have life.
Yeah, my echo can't be feared either. I just forgot to switch back who I was clicked on, so the 16's for me.
All right. So let's see here. What are we looking at? We're looking at
Oh,
7.
failed.
That's a failure. 16 and 18 are
Failed.
good to go, though. As its spell washes over you, inciting this primal fear. Only Bior is unable to shake it. That is its turn. Cyros. Gross.
Wow.
Oh shit, got him.
We're gonna move here, and I'm going to unleash all of my attacks through my clone.
Okay, it doesn't like that.
I'm a
Put him
fan
here.
of this.
That guy's a shadow. He's not supposed to have teeth. No weapons.
Yeah, he's got a weapon. That's for sure. Jeez, is that 2 nat 1s again?
It is.
It's the world I want to live in.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
What is that,
Okay,
1%
second attack.
chance? No, it's 0.1% chance of that happening.
2 2s.
Fuck life! No, okay, well, it's 7.
2 doesn't do it. 9 misses.
Going to bonus action attack. Don't take the damage from this one. Okay, why am I rolling 1,000 dice now?
You know what? You don't have to worry about me taking the damage.
Sounds good. All attacks miss. Question, why am I rolling 1,000 attacks?
I don't know. Try rolling another one. Let's see what it rolls.
Oh, yeah, I'm just going to click this. It rolls 40-20.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Is that what's happening?
Do you guys not see all the dice on the screen?
Oh no, I see them on
Yeah.
the screen. I don't see
Yeah.
it like appearing.
I also
over.
don't see them appearing. Yeah, it seems like it's taking the first 2 ones that are rolled, but... Let me try that one more time.
That's like a normal amount of dice.
Yeah. So, it's because I had a second chat window open.
Oh. Weird.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah. Because I had pulled it out to make like this, so I could see both things at once.
Mhm.
But, okay, yeah, I just wanted to see what that was. My turn is over. Enter.
All right. It manages to stay alive. And then next up we have... Oh, my turn. Let's see.
I don't like this one.
This one has been the least combat effective so far.
He's doing his best.
Yeah, trample over your children, you stupid red bitch. Oh, that's not children.
Hi.
Unfortunately,
When it goes to move away from my shadow clone,
you son of a bitch.
gonna make it against it. It's gonna miss again. Holy shit! I'm rolling like ass.
It is going
Exactly.
to have to dash
My reaction.
as it gets in range, and that is its turn. God, why I spawn these things so far away? Viewer,
Oh, I hate this.
can we
Okay.
get better from here?
So, do I have to take the dash action, or can I just run away? Must
yeah.
take the dash action.
Bye, Felicia.
And move away in the safest available route. Well, it doesn't fucking matter because I'm... try to get out of the line of sight. And then I get, attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Opportunity attacked. It
It's
misses!
I can't hit anything either. It all balances
Oh.
out.
Thank God fear doesn't make me drop my shield. Okay, and then I can make a wisdom save. Just click it again. Hello. Fuck! Okay.
I'm glad you read the spell. On its turn, it will regenerate. It is then going to step up. It is going to target Cyros with a bite and a claw.
Woohoo! That's a crit!
Oh God.
That's two
The
crits.
fuck, yo.
Wait,
That's
is
a
it
second
targeting
crit!
Kevworth?
Woohoo!
I don't know
Two
why it's
crits?
targeting him.
I'm very bloodied!
It says here also that you have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Something con save.
Don't be preggers.
And the next one will claw at Caller.
I'm good.
I'll do it.
Oh, finally, my birthday is here.
How about you just don't get older?
Uh-oh.
God.
Galler's preggers.
I can't heal that. Or anything, because I'm just screaming.
I mean,
You-
if they've got like stairs in this realm, it's fine.
Good point.
You feel
it's so much worse.
immediately ill.
You gonna roll the 3d6?
Oh, so do I get to roll the 3d6 too? And his hit point maximum is reduced by 10 every 24
no.
hours.
So it's 24 hours you roll it. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right, you maintain concentration, but you do feel ill. And that is its turn. Good turn, finally. Now this creature can...
No, that was not a good turn.
Avalanche.
You haven't been paying attention.
Yikes. This fight took a fucking turn.
Yeah, we're not
You know, there were
getting
supposed to
up.
be 2 of the blue ones, but I took one off because Yami wasn't here. You do see another
cute
pair
that
of
you think he
boots.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
It's cute that you think you would have made that much impact in combat, though.
He's a tank.
I guess
Adeline.
that's true. He is just another target.
Okay, I'm gonna do a succession of things here. This might be stupid. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna move out of its range.
Provoking an attack of opportunity?
Shield.
Oh, does it bring you above a 22? I'm gonna be so upset.
5. Let's see. No, fuck. No, then there's no point in me using shield.
Yep.
Never mind.
As you move away, it is able to just bring its claws underneath your armor. Take 9 damage.
Yeah. It was worth a shot. Thug. So only the blue one's been regenerating?
No, they have both been regenerating. It's just the
Brother
red
killed
one
that one in
currently
one hit.
Yeah, okay.
isn't dead. Or isn't hurt.
Then
It's a green one
I
that
will
regenerates.
shoot at blue again.
Oh, it does. Nice. Alright, you target the blue one. Man, a lot of 14s in these things with 15 AC, I think.
Yeah, I fucking hate this. We're gonna die. And 8 temp to brother. That
Oh,
was
thank you.
Alright,
So relevant.
pretty helpful turn, even if you didn't deal any damage. Caller.
Zonk.
I'm also bloodied.
Alright, it needs 2 con saves. 1 for... Does it take half damage on...
I don't know. I will cast it again so you know.
Cool. Gives me something to click.
Yep. Half on success. Be success.
Sir, can I take the damage? Click the half button.
Yeah.
DC 10 concentration saving throw. The fear breaks.
You saved me. I love you.
This is the second combat where you've either been against us or running away, I'm just saying.
Not by choice.
Oh, I should make that the
Swear.
theme
And-
for the campaign. Just every fight, there's a new way that he's just like attacking you, fucking you up. Sounds fun, actually. Anyways,
I feel like you're.
Was my action,
you're
my bonus
already
action?
doing that.
I heard that was your bonus action.
Bonus action is healing word on service.
Oh, yeah.
That is my turn. Bird will come here, caw at this thing, and
And bark at it.
Bark.
Woofing.
shoot us there. Doesn't need to be able to attack 2 people. That's dumb.
All right.
And that is it for Bird.
Cyrus, did you accidentally take damage?
I definitely took damage. Whatever just happened.
Yeah, you should not have. You were not within 5
I
feet.
think I had you selected.
It's okay. I put it back. It was just 10 hit points, so I just restored it back to 8.
There we are. Half damage from the fire to the blue slot.
Oh, I got the 8. No, I wasn't close enough to him. Never mind.
Yeah.
How far is the circle from you?
5 feet. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
no, I wasn't within 5. Cool.
Unless she wants to double check, but I'm pretty sure it was 5.
I thought so too.
All right, this creature. Whew, what do we got here? Is there anything cool? No. No.
I mean, dying's pretty cool. Can it do that?
Ooh,
Oh, it has
yeah.
advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. That'll help for the next moonbeam. Spellbook. Detect magic? Detect thoughts? These aren't very useful.
Saving throws against gun.
This is a touch spell? Touch spell. The creature... Ugh. It's not going well for it. Creature is going to hurl flame at the Flame Man. Oops, didn't mean to move your token. It looks like this. I forgot to change the targeting again. I'll never learn it. Targeting the Flame Man, Caller.
Flame doesn't want to hit the Flame Man. It says no, thank you.
It's fair. It only knows one master. Cyros.
I'm going to attack from my shadow at the green one.
Okay.
First attack is 22 for 14. Second attack is a 16 for 10.
Those are 2 swift hits.
I'm going to use...
I know I'm rolling concentration. It was already broken.
Does it want to make you burn another nat 20?
Well, they are a finite resource.
I'm going to use my second Unleash Invocation. Make an extra attack. Not a great amount of damage, but it is a hit.
Oh, the green one?
On the green one, yeah. All these have been on the green one.
That is another
And then
hit.
I'm going to make my bonus action attack, which I roll this d20. It rolls a 2 and does nothing.
Alright, that is your turn. Right?
Yes, that'll be my turn.
This creature will run down the ranged characters. Your
Ow.
one weakness. Avalyn, you look so nommable.
No, thank you. Ow.
But also, you look so clickety-clackety-clawable.
I'm out. Bye.
Just like that. Just a little nap.
Yep.
That's not good.
You still attacking me? Jesus.
No, this one was on Caller. But it missed. Alright, that is its turn. Surprisingly effective. Where's all your HP at, bud? You're allowed to be upset with me now, if you'd like. Now's a good time for it. That's going to be Bjor's turn.
Okay. Well, I will pop out from this pillar I don't remember running behind. Oh god, there's so many of them. And Ava is down?
Yep.
Okay. Well,
Kill them. Bleh.
now you're not.
Yay!
The question is, which one to target? Do any of them look like they have appendages falling off or anything?
The blue one and the green one look the most hurt.
Okay, green one. I hate that guy. Fuck! There's a 20 in there. God damn it. At least one of them hit. Hopefully.
All right. So the first Eldritch Blast misses. The second one's targeting which one?
The green bitch.
All right. That is a pretty powerful hit. It is still alive.
Hate it. Okay. Whoop. Alright. Good luck, guys. It's my turn.
Cyros, it is time to get the fuck knocked out. What? A bite. A claw. Another claw.
All right, so bite hits for 12.
Oh, fuck.
First claw misses. Second claw hits for 14,
Go before.
which I
Fuck.
believe is me down.
Fuck.
It is. It's exact 0.
That's tragic. No temporary HP or nothing?
You went through all of it, man.
All right, all right. Well, make a con save. Avalon, it's yours.
I mean, does temp HP help him in this case? Because it will activate.
It won't pick me up.
Well, it activates.
Your body's feeling protected.
Oh. I don't die.
See, this is the scary thing. Like, if the disease worked, then you couldn't get back up.
Yep.
If it worked.
We just have to keep stopping that from happening.
Yeah, just keep rolling 16s on a 20-sided die. Avalon, what you got?
Not a lot.
Yeah, you guys didn't really get a full rest between the last fight and this one, did you?
Did not get my spells back. I only
Yeah.
have one.
Be correct. We're gonna have
So-
to take some downtime soon, I think.
Yeah, maybe adjust your strategy for fighting in Shadesmoor. Take more naps. Eat more chicken.
I guess I'm gonna have to try and shoot blue with disadvantage. Nope. And then it activates, and I wait for death.
All right. Death approaches, but first it's Caller's turn. Caller has to make a decision. Who's he going to save? Himself? His friend? There's so many moonbeams on the field.
Yeah, I have to recast it to bring up the thing again.
Yeah, that's fair. Does that go over both of them?
Yeah, I bring it over green, then I bring it onto blue.
All right, well, put that shit on the field. Let me see it. Let me see your might.
$70.
That's how I always look at it, too.
Yep.
All right, that is a con save for this guy.
Holy shit! Oh wait, he has advantage, doesn't he?
Oh, he does. Thanks for reminding me, Kevin. Have an inspiration.
Fuck.
Yeah, only half damage. That's nice. This other
This
one...
guy has a lot of con.
Oof, that's rough. This one, however, will take the full brunt. It is bloated. All right. Anything else for you?
Then I'm going to use my last spell slot to use Healing Word on Cyrus.
Cyros, you snap back to reality. Something is wrong. There goes gravity. You're on your ass.
With 11 hit points.
Pretty good.
All
healing
right.
word.
Disgusting. Plus the 8. That's so good.
And then me and the bird are going to fiery teleport. Yes.
Leaving Avalyn to die.
Over here. I just want to do damage as I move.
Okay, okay. Spicy boy. Huh? You must have one or more controlled tokens in order to use this option. Oh, yeah. It succeeds. The green slod. Fire for the fire boy?
Oh god.
Fire for the fire gods.
It's a lot of
Oh,
die.
Oh God!
It's a lot of die.
I'll take half of it.
Wait, are you fire resistant?
I am.
Oh,
Part
Oh.
of being, yeah.
my... This is what the other side feels like. Oh. It is then going to flee towards the darkness.
I will take a reaction as it tries to move away from my.
Oh, you're conscious now! Son of a bitch. Oh. That's okay. You're
14.
basically still dead.
Fuck.
Doesn't do it.
I'm
So are those
figured.
rolls not red and green for you?
no.
No.
Oh, so it is hiding the AC. That's interesting. Okay.
That makes
Which
sense.
is probably a good thing.
Yeah, it's just I always thought that it wasn't, and I reconciled. I was like, you know what? It doesn't. Whatever.
I guess
Now
it's
finding
not
out
that big a
does.
deal because we eventually figure it out anyway. Like, oh, 15 missed, but a 16 hit, or whatever the fuck. But still.
It runs towards the darkness. Cyros, it is up. It is your turn. You're up.
I'm going to attack this one in front of me. 2 glaive
That's
attacks.
wise.
Go!
That's a crit.
Like that.
It's a crit.
Crit that shit.
Second attack.
Oh, I applied the damage to the wrong one. Hold on.
Oh, it's because I'm targeted. I'm sorry. Oh, man, I have to get better at fucking switching target thing. 14 doesn't hit for my
This-
39th 14 of the night.
Did this add HP? I think that's what it was at. Alright, this one will suffer damage.
I am going to bring my my guy here.
Alright.
I'm going to spend my last Unleash Incarnation.
I do still have a second level. Yay.
Yay!
Making 1 extra attack again. Pachow. For the final one. 15?
That is going to hit.
Hey, we know it's AC now, boy.
Alright, anything else for you?
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna make my bonus action attack again. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna make bonus action attack. I'm going to second wind.
Also, add a club to your sheet and make that your bonus action attack.
I'll do it eventually, I promise.
You say that like I'm not already in his sheet. Compendium.
Just added a
and
tab
then-
10 feet of reach.
I am done.
What's weird is when I go to his page, he doesn't have, like, all of his actions on display.
Huh?
It's like he's got a filter not showing any of his actions or something.
On what page?
His homepage.
Which? Oh, well, it's whether or not he's added favorites or not.
Oh no, yeah, I
Also,
haven't.
yeah.
I just go into my inventory and into my features to roll things. I didn't know I could add them to the main page.
Yeah. So on any weapon or whatever, you see the little the bookmark icon next to the
Yep,
edit.
sounds great.
Yep.
Wait, this doesn't do anything, does it? When I click that?
No.
It just links
I mean,
it.
it rolls Polar Master. Doesn't give you the attack.
It doesn't
like I
roll,
say-
it just links it.
Yeah. Flood's the easiest way to do it.
No, you duplicate it, and then you just change the D10 to a D4.
Could do that too. And then the slashing to a bludgeon.
Yep, there it is.
I'll let him do that. I've done all that I am going to do. All right.
Thank you.
That is some damage, some damage. Cool. Is it the Slod's turn?
Bye, world.
He doesn't have to take a turn.
Yeah, if
Well,
he's feeling tired, like sometimes you just need a break. I don't know how it is being a frog, but I have to imagine there's unique issues that leave one just wanting to lay
Bonus
down.
action.
an 18 and a 20 to hit Caller.
Both of them hit Keller.
Ooh, how much HP you got, Bailey?
2.
Is it perhaps this enough to put you down?
Probably. Yep. Bye again.
At least the red slod doesn't do the con save,
Con save?
does it? Yeah, from the.
I'm really
the blue
doing
one.
everything I can to keep this blue slot from you guys, so.
I appreciate it.
Sorry, what does the red slot need to do?
No, I'm saying at
Doesn't
least the
do.
red slod doesn't do the impregnation thing,
Ah,
the chaos phage,
all right.
chouse phage.
Anything else for you? Or for me? Bjor.
Eeyore. Okay. Can barely see that green slod. I kind of don't want him to get away,
Yeah,
because that seems really bad.
yeah.
Oh, this is a bad idea, I think.
Probably.
Okay, gonna attack the green one. And then attack it again. Okay, I think I'm happy with that.
It looks very hurt, but still alive.
Fuck my life. And then I will... I want to get that close to it. I'll Misty Step 30 feet. Just to be closer. Huzzah. Okay, that is... Well, I can't end the turn, but... Do that just so you spell slot. That's the end of my turn, but I can't end it. It's still the red slot's turn.
Blue Slod. What do you got, Blue Slod? Can you put Cyrus on his ass once more?
Probably. $12 was a good start.
No.
It only gets better from there.
Would have been nice if this thing was dead.
Yes, you're right. But then that thing fucking gets away, and then we got 30 more coming at us. I don't know. Is that better? Probably.
Mega Con save. As this creature moves to the north and attacks Caller. Oh, let me get a target going.
So if
16?
16 succeeds. And Caller,
I-
20 to hit.
Oh, when this thing goes to leave, I'm gonna try to stop it.
Can you... Wait, you're not unconscious?
No.
Really? I totally
no.
thought you were down. I think we're just gonna keep it. This creature is so fucking smug as it thinks you're on its ass. It just walks away. Go ahead, and make your attack. You could, in theory, trap it where
Nope.
it can't make that
Nope.
third attack. Nope, never mind. Caller, take your
I
damage.
could.
Yep.
I do
I
have the
did it.
thing. I do have the
What
thing
thing?
What thing?
where
What
I
is
can-
the thing?
What thing
whatever
is that?
it's called. But
Determinism?
it then, yeah.
Nope. Let me go.
Okay.
Could use it on yourself.
Just let me die.
Nat 20 that death save. Get your turn back.
It's true.
All right, it comes up. It strikes you. Also make a con save. And then Avalon, it's your turn.
Does it automatically do the whispers for the death roll?
No. You
No.
gotta change the thing above the chat box. GM.
Right.
Should it? Yes. Probably not on somewhere.
Oh, are you death save, Bailey? I thought you were up.
Nope.
He's already infected.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm infected.
Oh, well, don't you worry about it then. Did you roll a death save?
Yeah,
Wait, why are you rolling a death save?
because I'm unconscious.
Wait, are you unconscious?
Yeah.
I thought you were fine. I'm so confused. I
No.
thought that guy was going to go unconscious, but then he didn't. I thought you were fine, but you're not. Avalon, where's your death save? Oh, that's not a good one.
Yeah.
All right. Bird.
Bird is going to teleport both of our unconscious bodies, because I imagine even unconscious we are willing.
Yep.
I'm
Always
not gonna.
willing for
Can you
bird.
be
I'm not
unwilling
gonna
when you're
dissect that. Let's say that you guys have a what is it, the resuscitation orders, like you've got their power of attorney.
DNR,
Yeah.
but we
Do
but
NR.
no DNR. All right,
I'm assuming you're there. I can't see.
that's good enough. And those guys might take damage. I don't know.
You privately rolled that.
I have to
but-
think Texas.
Yes.
You're still
Oh.
doing private.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. Tony's the only one.
Yeah, it's fine.
So.
Oh, it does take damage. Did I just apply that damage to your corpse?
Possibly, who fucking knows? Hard to tell anymore.
I might have just beaten the shit out of your corpse. I don't know. All right. They do suffer some damage as you teleport away. This creature is going to see this man. Does it have multi-attack? Give me a multi-attack. 3 attacks. 1 with its bite, 2 with its claws or staff.
Fuck you! It's supposed to be a wizard, not fucking. What is this blade singer bullshit?
Oh, ignore whatever it's targeting. It's targeting Dior.
Yep. This has got real long arms.
Let's see, what does more damage, the staff or the claw? It is the staff.
Fuck
2
you!
quick
Finally.
strikes at you.
God damn it!
It's a good campaign, guys.
Ow! If we do all die, we all blame Yami, right?
Yeah.
Loudly and to his face. I don't like this. This whole getting hit thing.
You shouldn't. But Cyros, it's yours.
I'm gonna move my clone here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to attack the blue salad from it.
Nobody makes friends with salad.
You don't make friends with salad. Salad.
Another 14, but at least one of those might hit.
The 18 hits.
I will do my bonus action with the haft, which rolled 1,000 dice again.
Only
Not sure why, but
only 3 for who knows.
The creature reels back and dies.
Good shit.
I am going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 30 feet that way. Yeah, 30 feet that way. And I am done.
All right. And are both of you on the ground unconscious?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
This thing is going to eat the clone.
It can attack the clone. That misses.
It will try again.
Fuck.
That'll hit. It dies.
And it is going to sprint after the living combatants. Can't get in range.
Oh, sorry. Let me end my turn for you.
That is its turn. Bjorn, it's yours.
Okay. Let's have at this green fat bitch.
It's a little discriminatory, I feel like.
You don't have disadvantage because you have your, insistent bullshit.
Yeah.
The first
Exactly.
attack kills it.
Oh, okay. Well, that second one would be at the red thing, but doesn't matter.
Mhm.
And then I haven't heard any noise from over there. Do I wanna? Can't see shit. Not having dark vision sucks ass.
Should have played a dwarf.
I would tell you to go find them, and
Yeah,
I'll
they-
deal with this thing.
They have tons of dark vision.
Well, that I don't doubt. Do I need to climb? Like, is the ridge
It's arbitrary.
arbitrary? Okay.
I probably
over
would have given
here.
it some height if somebody was pushing somebody off it, but
Okay.
Let me
trash.
get
Well,
up.
I'll go over here. You want to get up?
No, I meant to push somebody off.
Oh.
She is a
okay.
better option.
All right. Well, then Bailey's up.
Ooh, with that 2.
Another fucking 2.
But
At
you
least
know
it's
what?
Something.
At least she has a turn again.
This is true, and she is next. Perhaps if she has a healing ability, then no one will have to do death saves anymore.
As you look upon Caller's form, you see that his wounds are oozing black miasma, but you are awakened. His bird fluttering nearby. Combat dwindling down to just a single opponent.
Until the other fucking 5 things show up. Hip to your jive, Tony.
Do I shoot or heal?
Do you shoot her?
This thing
Yes.
has not taken a lot of damage. It needs to start taking damage.
On the other hand, Ryan has taken
Okay.
a lot of damage.
Fuck, did my sheet go?
Have you checked your butthole?
You know, I
Speed up,
haven't.
bottom.
Why does my life keep disappearing? I'm supposed to be at 8 life, and this is the 3rd time I've had to fix it.
I might
Am I
have applied
targeted by
damage to the
someone?
wrong target. It's
Okay.
it's not impossible. I beat the shit out of Brian's corpse.
Yeah, I have 8 life left after the attack she released on me last turn.
Hey, temp.
See, the problem is, like, when you switch
And now I have a temp.
tokens, sometimes you click the token and it deselects from everything else, but doesn't select the token you've selected. And, like, it doesn't happen all the time.
Weird.
It's probably, like, 1 in 4. Well, actually, I just tested it, and it did 50% of the time, but whatever. Alright, a death save. Bird.
Okay. I have 8 temp hit points. I didn't get healed for 8.
Angry Bird.
Pew pew.
Scraw.
That hits. Cyros.
I'm going to move right here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make 2 attacks. Thirteen's pretty good. It's been par for the course for today. That one should hit.
That is a hit.
I'm going to summon my shadow 15 feet from me. And I'm going to step here.
Shadow returns. You step here. Anything else for you?
Nope. I just take a step back and ready my weapon.
This creature sees a new threat. It attacks the new threat. I assume your echo dies.
It has exactly 1 hit point.
Oh,
I'll put it here.
Oh,
Hate it.
that's
Put it over there.
Was that hitting me?
Oh, I for some reason I thought he was saying it has 1 hit point remaining,
No,
and
no,
now
it
I
has
realize
one.
he was
No,
saying
it has 1 hit
total.
point total. Yeah.
Well, I
That's why I
already know
can
what the
summon it at any
roll is
number
going
of
to be, so let me just 50-50
Where you going?
this. Let's see. Does he chase down the dwarf on a 1? He does. 20 to hit.
Of course it hits me. Of course, yeah. I shouldn't say that. It's,
Oh, I
Ah!
didn't retarget. 25 to hit.
did you retard it? Got him.
Retarget. I see what you did there. You're a
You did,
funny
'cause you
guy.
hit me, and I'm the retard. Okay.
Okay, it slashes out twice, and that's its turn.
Bleeding. I hate it. Well. Fucking. Okay, Brian's up. 1 fucking health.
Brian is not up.
Ryan is not up.
Ryan is not up.
No?
As
Nope.
your healing light washes over him, the miasma seems to grow at its presence, and he remains unconscious.
Unconscious, but he's not. He's still breathing, as
Yes.
far as I can.
He's not any better from what you've done.
Okay. Fuck. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do this on myself, because otherwise I'm pretty sure I'm fucked.
It's a big heal.
It's not bad. Undid everything this cunt did last turn. This turn. And that is... I don't fucking know. I was moving, so I'm done.
Avalon.
I don't know how to tell you to go spare the dying him without metaing. Like,
What's spare the dying?
you don't have spare the dying?
Nope.
He's
I
a
do.
warlock.
He's a celestial warlock.
But is it on the spell list? I'm not sure, actually.
I don't know.
As a cantrip? I don't think so. Do you usually get cantrips? I don't know. Avalon, it's yours.
Yeah.
I'm going to
It's
call
not,
it to my
it's
brother
undying.
and say, Kyler's struggling. We need to get them out of here. Sorry, wrong character. Whew. Kyler's struggling. We need to get him out of here.
Suddenly you're Romanian.
Yeah, sorry. I'm in another D&D campaign.
Yeah.
And I'll shoot the...
You're shooting it. Okay.
D&D? What's that like? I wish somebody would run D&D for me, Hunter.
You really cut off at the right point there.
Did I cut off again? Fucking
Yeah.
eat my
Yeah.
whole ass.
But if you think
Not-
about it, you get to play
not-
D&D more than anyone else. You're all the other characters.
Yeah, that's how
You're
that
playing
works,
more
right?
D&D than anyone.
You
Tony, it
bloody
didn't
the
cut off the
creature.
same way. It didn't like go robot-y. It's like you stopped pressing a push to talk button.
That was what it was like.
All right, Caller, make a death save. Bird. Where does it track the, Oh, there's where it tracks it. Okay.
Pew, 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 pew.
At least you're still gonna be this sick laser bird.
Yeah, you can play the bird.
Pew.
Another round of fire washes over it. Cyros, can you save the day in this combat before it
I'm gonna
kills
try.
Bior?
I'm
I
gonna
mean, I got healing
move
left, so
to here.
Summon
I'm
your
going
clone.
to. I'm gonna make 2 attacks first.
Would flanking it help, though?
No.
Ah.
We're not playing with flanking rules.
Yeah!
That crit will
Oh.
help.
yeah, I like that.
15 damage. Still standing.
I'll let you know as soon as its fucking sheet populates. There we go. 15 damage does not do it.
All right, second attack. Yeah.
5 damage does not do it.
How rough is this thing looking, or does this still look pretty stable?
Listen, I want you to know that it had 6 HP before you hit it for 5 damage.
Before I hit it for 5?
Yeah.
Okay, I will make my bonus action attack with the back half of my glaive.
This
I'll laugh
might
when this is another 14.
Yeah! Not a 14!
Nice.
You slash twice, carving open its flank, and then use the haft of your weapon to drive through the ribs, sending this creature to its death. Is that it?
I'm just gonna, plunge the back end of it into it, and then just gonna lean on that for a second to catch my breath.
I'm
We're
gonna...
bird
going to
is-
stay in initiative.
Yeah.
Cyrus, anything else for you?
I moved the bird back.
I will move. Oh, why is it checking from my original spot? Oh, because I did move 50 feet already, that's why. I'll move there.
Bjor.
Okay, so first to do this. Wow, so healing. And then I come over here, and I'm gonna try to stabilize him.
Okay, do you have a healer's kit?
Oh no, you need that, don't you?
I think healer's kit just does it automatically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
All right, he is not stabilized.
I'm gonna use the inspiration.
Yeah!
Better.
He is stabilized. That miasmic curse seems to still linger on his body. Excuse me. And we will end initiative.
The bird, however, does not know the fight is over and goes to town on the worms, shooting them. Pew, 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 pew.
It doesn't take too long for the bird to eradicate the presence as they sift around these bones.
I'm going to try and get under Keller's arm and try and help him up, even though I too am struggling.
Yeah, I mean, I can help lift him.
and try and usher everybody to get the fuck out.
Yeah, so time to leave, yeah?
Yeah. We need to get to Svella.
Cyros, do you want to grab that child's remains?
I would normally agree. But I think right now we need to focus on the living, and I think my brother can lift Keller a lot better than we can.
Alright, that's a good point. What about Door? No, we've got to go.
We gotta go.
Door's dead. Let's go.
You find
I'll
another
walk
pair
over.
of boots on the ground.
I will scoop up Caller and start making her way back.
All right. And you're leaving the child?
I have Caller. It's up to you two.
How diseased does he look?
He was
Never
burnt
mind.
to a fucking crisp.
That's a good point.
At this point, he
He
looks
got
well done.
fireballed as a small child.
That's a very good point. There's probably nothing. Alright, I'll grab him and carry him.
You make your way to the start of where this encounter happened. As you pass into the darkened corridors, reaching the exit, you see, strung up, missing their boots, is Door, and they look unconscious. They seem to be cocooned in that mucus.
Of course. I mean, I'll try to get him down.
There's guards and stuff. We can send them down. They're gonna have to look through this place. Look, we gotta go. We gotta go. Keller is leaking black ooze.
I like how we no longer includes Door. You make
Just,
your way.
cutting off at just the right time,
Really?
over and over again. Maybe try setting your like voice activation threshold down lower or something. I don't know.
Could I have my my shadow try to cut him out? Just like with its weapon? I don't want to leave Door here.
Can you guys hear me?
Feels very not in character.
Yes.
Yeah, I
hear
can.
that.
Okay.
But you're gonna have to try something longer.
That should be fine for now. I gotta buy a new cable apparently. But anyways,
Okay.
as you approach the
Would
light,
I be able to have my shadow attempt to cut him out?
yes, and it's about as difficult as it was for the child. You were able to sever the mucus holding him, pinning him to the wall, and you see he looks a little battered, but he's still breathing.
Can he walk?
He is unconscious.
So yes, just not now.
How heavy is a dwarf?
You are a strong boy.
I have a Caller already.
Yeah, we're right near the rope. We're gonna have to tie these unconscious fucks up anyway. So
Yeah.
As you make your way towards the pit that has led into this cavern, you can see the silhouettes of silhouettes of people above you that are gathered around the hole and discussing things. When they see you approach, you hear a familiar voice say, "All right, we'll get some God's damned rope down there. Are you
Please,
all
we've
right?"
got two down. Two down. We need... Yes, help, please.
They lower a series of ropes, and it doesn't take too long for you to fasten harnesses to lift up your comrades, and then finally you are raised back to the
As
surface.
soon as I was 15 feet within the bird just ramps me up.
The
The
bird,
bird is impatient.
yeah, bird impatient brings you into the light. There's some
The bird could bring me
startled
too, right?
gasps.
Yes, the bird will also bring it.
There are
So
some
I will appear holding him.
startled gasps, and people kind of visibly look shocked, but there is concern over the well-being of your companions, and they make an effort to try and usher over some medical attention for them. as they
Concern
quickly
over the well-being
move
of your
to... Go ahead.
It was concern over the well-being of your and then you cut out.
They try to resuscitate you, realize the futility of it, and then they seem a little concerned about what their next steps should be as they usher the rest of you out of the hole.
I think I have an idea for helping him. Door's problem. We found the corruption is in fact going through the stone, and there is all kinds of bad down there. It looks like some creatures had been kidnapping people from the high.
So let's take care of the wounded before we start talking about that, eh?
Yes. We will be back. We have to get him to help. For now, have guards by this.
Aye, we discovered the issue, so again, give us a moment.
You're over there trying to get paid.
Yeah, that's right. Not give away the secret for free.
And I will recommend that we go see Svela.
Yeah, I think we rush back there.
All right,
'Cause
you're
we're-
You think she'd be
departing.
more capable than bringing him to one of the crystals? Bringing him to the church
crys-
here?
I don't know what they do. I don't know if they're like actually cleric. What we do know is that Svela is capable, and also Fern is there, and who knows what Fern can do too. And I know
Alright,
he.
miasma, and those crystals repel it. Perhaps it's a good idea.
Okay.
I would like to think and try to gauge the distance between us and Svela and us and where this temple would be.
So the primary temple, let me rephrase this. All of the towers effectively act as temples in the city. The Pale has the largest Dawn Shard, and you're already there, so just by proximity, you are closer to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna look towards you. I'm like, we don't have time.
Okay.
I'm gonna move as quick as I can.
All right.
Look out the door
I
for
will-
us, I'll yell back.
So you
Use
just
my
leave
last
door
spell
there.
on him and give him Long Strider.
All right. You sprint towards the Dawn Shard. As you approach it, you see that it is a massive stone spire with silver filigree that dances up the side of it like the in a symbolic in the vague expression of flames warping up its side. The Dawn Shard's light feels warm as you get closer. And as you approach the temple, you see the guards there, Dawn Wardens themselves, seem to anticipate that you're coming there for some sort of help or medical treatment. They stick their heads inside the doors, call out, and as you finally make your way to the doors, you see this young woman step forward. She's wearing priestly vestments, and I think I have a picture of her.
So if you're giving me access to shoot, I'm holding ass compared to you guys here.
Yeah, you're definitely ahead because I gave you Long Strider. Because
Long shard doubles your movement, right?
Yeah.
There's an extra 10. I don't think I even managed to offer a smile as I'm beaten, bruised, and still bleeding. I'm
You
going
see
to look towards.
You see this woman emerge, and she has a very bubbly expression until she realizes the grim nature of what's going on, and then she looks very concerned and asks what happened.
you're cutting out again.
Yeah,
Eat my ass.
real bad.
She asks what...
Don't mind if I do.
Nope, still cutting
It's
it.
even worse.
Oh, man. Can you hear me?
Yep.
So far.
Now, yes.
She asks what has happened and looks concerned.
Would I be familiar with what those creatures are, or are they supposed to be different than what we would have experienced?
Make an Arcana or Nature check.
Arcana
Or
or nature?
Or...
I'm assuming it's Arcana or nature.
Cut
Yeah.
out for the second one.
Oh, Arcana or Nature.
Not good. will just kind of make my way closer towards her. I'm not going to really stop moving. I'm going to keep walking towards like the doors of this place. Large frog-like things. They did something to him. Healing won't take hold. He needs help.
She gestures for you to set him down on one of the benches outside the temple.
I'll do it. She's a priest.
She takes a look over her shoulders, kind of like she's trying to see who's watching her. Only the guards and yourselves there. She begins to whisper a prayer. You hear Arvale's name mentioned, and then words that precede and follow it that are in a language you do not understand. As she does, you see this flame-like radiance warp off her hands over Caller's body, and nothing happens. She bites her lip, brings her second hand up, and tries a different incantation. And you see the miasmic nature of whatever has afflicted Caller wash away.
As I see it wash away, I'll lean back against the wall nearby, hold my side and catch my breath. Taking that as an assumption that it worked, even though I guess I technically don't fully know.
It washes away, and the breathing of Caller becomes more even. And she looks up at you and says, "Please don't mention the extent of my help."
I will nod knowingly to her.
And then, go ahead.
Okay, but thank you. Just get that out there. Sorry, I got the impression she was trying to shuffle off or something. Maybe not.
She's not shuffling off. She says, the temple services are... They're usually... they come with a tithe. Please don't mention it. I think he's going to be okay.
How much is the tithe?
She looks a little embarrassed and she says, 100 anvils.
I don't think I have any anvils on me.
Yeah, we poor as shit.
But she continues and says, don't worry about it. This isn't something I could always help with, but I couldn't just watch him suffer.
Raven
Eva.
squawks.
Eva will sit down on the ground and then collapse on her back and be like, "We are eternally grateful if you need any help with things. Yeah.
I definitely don't have that much on me, but I can get it to you soon.
If you just stop mentioning it, we can... And then sort of like almost on cue, you hear the doors open nearby and another man steps out.
It cut out way too bad. I'm sorry. Wasn't able to pick up on the context clues of that one. I think someone else stepped out.
It was essentially, if you'll just stop mentioning it, and then you kind of cut out after that.
All right, let's try this again. Almost on cue, the doors open and another person steps out and steps up to you, all of you, and says, "I'm sorry, what happened to your friend?"
I passed out. She made sure to doing the thumbs up, and she just keeps lying there closing her eyes.
I'm gonna look towards him. We were attacked. We've come here seeking aid.
And she was kind enough to just look him over and let us know that he's going to be all right.
Make a deception check.
That's why I trailed off.
He sort of looks surprised when you say that. Like that wasn't what he expected to have happen. And then he nods and says, "Well, I do believe I concur with her analysis. I think he will be fine. Probably needs rest. I would avoid the dark districts until he has recovered."
Yeah, that's gonna be difficult.
That's a bit awkward, but
Hey, is this one without shoes gonna live too?
didn't we leave him back there? I don't
I
think
don't
any of us
fucking know.
carried him.
Yeah.
I definitely yelled back, "Take Kenador for us!" We
He
were running away.
looks around, sees no one. If you have anyone that you think might need attention, you can certainly bring them here. Arvel's
I
Theodore
left
is
him.
always available.
Oops.
All right, well, we'll keep that in mind. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We're so worried about it. Turns her head and coughs some blood.
Don't mind her; she'll be all right.
Gives a very firm nod and says, "Walk in Arvel's light."
Sorry about your floor.
Ava, we're outside.
I know.
We'll get out of your way now. And I'll look at the. She didn't give us her name, did she?
She
The
did not.
lady that helped us. And I'll just say, thank you again for having a look at him, even though we didn't need you to do too much.
She gives you a sort of grateful smile and nods. And she also encourages you to walk in Arvel's light and to visit them again if anyone needs help.
Thank you.
All right. We grab Caller, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the Dryad Grove, there was less miasma there, right? Like it
yes,
was pushing the miasma back a bit.
It is on
Not-
the edge of the miasma.
that
Oh,
part.
Okay.
Yeah, we won't be able to go home with him, so have to go back to the farm.
Yeah,
You
guess so.
can, if you followed his directions, you can't get back home with him. Yes. Also, the tavern is in one of the dark districts.
Fug. We sleeping on the streets tonight, kids.
Well, we'll go back to the farm and collect Door, I suppose, and have a chat with the farmer.
You can see as you approach the farmstead that there are a lot of bodies gathered around the hole that you excavated. They are descending down underneath the farm. Several of them look like members of the Dawn Wardens. Around the surface, it looks like they're excavating dirt to make it more accessible and planting posts to hitch ropes to. Door is largely kept, off to the side where somebody looks to be watching over him.
Well, when I see them going down into the hole, I'll just yell at, hold up, don't go down there yet. We've got information about it.
I just find a spot and sit down in the dirt sand.
You're putting yourselves in danger. Something like that, I don't know.
You will see Branwell come over, and he reaches out to you and he says, "I'm sure they've got a good hold on things. That's the finest the watch can muster on this short notice."
Aye, but they'll be better off armed with a bunch of information rather than going down blind, won't they?
"Well, I'm sure the information can catch up to them. What you know, Hoss?"
All right. Well, we've diagnosed the issue, as promised. We've found our way through the rock, as you can see, and I suppose it might make sense to talk about the price of this at this moment. In addition, we're willing to assist with the resolution of this. So, we're
Greedy
talking
little
about
motherfucker.
a bit of a discount.
It didn't make sense to me at first. I was like, why is he... Oh, okay. Make a deception check.
What do you mean deception?
To your knowledge, the threat is eliminated.
Is it? There were a bunch of fucking things we didn't explore that whole thing.
It's true.
I'm trying to be like persuasive. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's the same fucking roll. It's literally the same modifier.
He says, I told your friend that I would offer 1,000 anvils if they found what the cause was and helped us get rid of it. I'd say you've more than met your obligation for that.
All right, that's fair. And then I'll hold up my hand to shake on it.
He gives you a shake, a normal shake, like
Yeah,
you're used
yeah.
to. And
Okay.
then he pulls out a notebook and scribbles into it, and then says, "You'll be able to get this deposited."
All right.
Pure.
What's that?
The guy said that we shouldn't go home, so see if maybe he has a
Yes.
even if yeah.
Got it. Yes. I'll give her a thumbs up. So to begin with, what we found down there were some creatures of unknown origin, but
Can we do a rolls to see?
Nature or Arcana.
yeah, actually, maybe I should do that before I say unknown origin. And I'm shit at both of them. Okay, that's not that bad. Not good though.
Okay, I know what they are.
Evelyn, you know that they are Slod. The Slotty are a race of chaotic creatures from other realms. They are... Well, they are chaos incarnate and on the more evil side of things in terms of their agendas. You know that they reproduce primarily by infecting other creatures, but not exclusively. You know that they have deep religious involvement with plane hopping farers, if that makes sense.
And Eva will regurgitate this in her rambling, wheezy, weak way.
Okay. And then I'll continue. And they're... I don't know how exactly, but they were bleeding miasma. We were hitting them. Not quite sure how that comes about, as we're rather new here, but perhaps some of the Dawn Wardens there might know.
He says,
we managed. Oh, yep.
well, if they are creatures of the miasma, they might indeed be made of it. That's how I understand it usually works.
And they seem to be fear-based. Are you particularly afraid of frogs by chance?
No, I can't say that I am.
Right.
But
Just thought I'd check. We managed to kill, what was it, 5 of them? They're giant cocksuckers. And
It was 6.
6 of them. Couldn't even count.
17.
No, it was 6.
It
2 at the
was
beginning,
1, 2,
and then
3,
the 4.
4, 5, 6.
It was 6. Okay. Fuck me. I
You
should've
might
said
only
5.
remember it as being 5 because I deleted the red one when it showed up.
That might have
but-
been it. Yeah.
There was
That's
6.
right. It was 2. Yeah. Okay. I should have said 20. And a
39.
great number of their spawn. It looked like. And unfortunately, they incinerated a small child before we could help him. But
It was probably infected, and maybe we could. I don't. I'm gonna throw up again.
It's a real tragedy. I'm pretty sure I know who the boy is.
I'm terribly sorry we weren't able to save him. But as you can see, we barely made it out ourselves. That's about the long and the short of it.
He basically shares this information between you and one of the Dawn Wardens.
You and who?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you and who? You just cut out for the who part.
He shares this between you and the Dawn Wardens.
Okay.
And they seem to make some efforts to go in a little bit better informed, but otherwise they make their way down rapidly. It seems like something this deep into the city that has the miasma's trace on it is of concern to them. And very rapidly over the course of the next half hour, you see a lot of bodies show up, a lot of members of the city, and you eventually get pushed away, pushed out as they establish a better perimeter.
Or we get pushed too far away from Branwell. I'll ask him, and just in light of the fact that our friend almost lost his life here, do you mind, given that you're so close to the Dawn Shard here, do you mind giving us a small part of the farm to let him rest on? It doesn't need to be anything.
Pats you on the
pretty,
shoulder and says, "Honestly, I consider you quite good relations at this point. If you want to set up camp here, you can. You're also welcome to take one of the stables."
Thank you. That's very generous.
Hey, you.
And then did he give us like a check to cash or something? Is that what he wrote
Yes.
down?
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
okay. Just make sure.
I'll let them know, as well as the Dawn people, like if they have any questions about the slots and stuff, I'll do my best to answer.
You can.
I'm gonna take Callard to the stable.
Yeah. Nice
You set
straw
up-
bed for him.
You see that this part of the farm has been dwindling for some time because of the rot, so there are no animals kept near or on it, so it's safe and clean, relatively speaking. And you and
Right.
Caller can lay Caller down to rest.
It's safe to say I probably had like my adventuring pack on me, right? Would it be outlandish?
I think it's safe to say.
Right, I'm going to produce a bedroll for him to lay on and set him up in the cleanest spot I can find.
Yeah, tuck him in.
Excavate
one
the
hand-
grave just, in case.
Yeah, put one of his hands down his pants, because that's how he likes to lay about.
I'll
the homies
respectfully sit him down and then sit nearby against a wall.
I think when he
And
said down his
just-
pants, he didn't mean like down the front of his pants, just like sort of
You
in
know-
the waistband of his pants.
I'm good on figuring it out either way.
Like like when you're watching TV on the couch, right? Like there's one hand
Yeah.
right there.
You're not fondling yourself. You've got it sort of.
He can.
He could figure that out for himself.
Yeah, if he wants to put his hand in his pants, I'm not going to stop him, but I am going to do it for him.
Caller, roll a d4.
Roll for hand and pants.
You'll resume consciousness in 4 hours.
Okay, and he's not oozing any miasma at all anymore.
He seems hurt, but otherwise okay. Stable.
Okay. I will go retrieve Door. Because we didn't fucking say anything about him.
Yeah, you grab him by the ankle, you drag him so his head hits every rock on the way over.
Yep. Just just gotta toughen his head up. We'll plop him in some hay, I guess.
Yep. You set him down to rest gently as you gingerly make him a little bed beside Caller.
Alright, so we should have enough to pay back Callum. Calum?
Caleb.
Caleb is
Caleb.
the shaman.
Calum. Oh, I suppose Callum was the one looking after this. It's not important. I think we should take a bit of a rest.
Eva's already face down in some hay,
I'm
passed
just
out.
gonna give him like the no shit. Like, look, as
No,
two people are unconscious, Ava is already starting to snore. Like,
We have an extended rest, I mean, not just till tomorrow. This is right fucked. we almost all died. I mean, less so me, but still. You know, the dwarves were hardy. Alright, I'll go retrieve some food for us, and you all rest. I'll go look for some food. Bring it back and all that, and we can have a nice fucking rest.
this motherfucker full health again?
Me? No, almost. I'm down 8 health.
Must be
Hey.
nice. I lost more than 8 health a turn.
Listen, man, Tony had a lot of attacks on me. He just didn't hit me at all.
Uh-huh.
I want to live that life.
It's RNG. Also, I optimized
I'm sure it
for
was
AC.
a real lot of attacks.
I mean, there were a number of them, but also he feared me, so I had to run away. But you're right, you guys took a large brunt of it, and thank you for that. I kept reanimating your corpses so that you could take another hit.
You ever feel like you're getting used by a dwarf?
Used or abused?
Both.
Oh, Lord.
I rest here till people gain consciousness.
I'm assuming we're taking a bit of a short rest at the very least, if not multiple weeks of resting. Get all those hit dice back.
4 hours later, Keller will stir.
As I see Caller stare, I am gonna try to like wake him just a little bit. You know, calmly. You know, wake him up. Not anything jarring. Everyone's safe.
What about
Like, just-
Bjor? I saw him running away. Did he find his way back up?
I think at this point
Yeah.
I've brought food back, probably.
Everyone's fine. Was here, staying at an old stables on the farm ground. Creature did something nasty to you.
Yeah, I don't feel good.
Makes sense. Just, I didn't want you to wake up and freak out wondering where everyone is. Everyone's around. There's somewhere they can adjust to the little barn. It's a horse stable, you say, right? Kind
There's
of
a
deal?
loud snore somewhere. Could be a dwarf, could be Ava.
But I'll show him that there's food. I will hand him, I guess his water skin was likely. Just, you know.
He'll kind of get up and prop himself up against a wall and just kind of try to get his bearings up. Was there anything else down there?
We didn't get to look very far. We all fared very, very poorly in that fight. There's a lot more than we expected. We got everyone out to make sure everyone's okay. Payment was discussed and it's taken care of. They're looking into the whole fucking city's there.
Good. Who knows how far it goes under the city?
Eat, drink, rest. We'll head back towards it gives like a weird look, a home. Tomorrow morning.
He doesn't stay conscious for long, just enough to shovel some food into his body and just quickly wrap his wounds up again. Like, take all the nasty off, put fresh on, and then just asses the fuck out again.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same kind of thing. I'm gonna go over towards Ava while she's sleeping, do what I can for her bandages, and then rest as well.
You are able to rest. I have swapped my cable. If it continues to be an issue, I'll swap the headset. The good
Alright,
news
just
is,
gotta-
Still an issue.
Okay.
is it still an issue right now?
You literally
Yeah.
just cut out.
Oh man.
If it continues to be an issue, and then you cut out.
So the good news is,
Yeah.
like
It's got the comedic timing down.
6 years ago. Can you hear me? I can't even tell.
Yep.
Like 6 years ago, I was having headset trouble, and it actually was the cable then. But Emily was so fucking upset that she bought me a new headset or a new mic, and it's been sitting in a box for 6-7 years. So I'm gonna swap that. You guys role play amongst yourselves.
Ava snores.
So morning rolls around.
Do a quick short rest. Probably. Not so quick.
When Ava wakes up, her her wounds would be wrapped and cleaned, at least somewhat. I think it's gonna roll for it. Roll medicine. Fucking really good.
Shit, yeah,
Jesus.
they're
I'm a
beautiful.
doctor now. And I will give both of you a heal. 1 cure wounds. So first one, I guess, in alphabetical order. Ava and
Yo.
Caller. And what are spell slots? Because I don't have those. In second.
Almost full.
Oh shit! Full health.
I'm not good. I don't know. Are we allowed to take a short rest? Should we wait till we get told we can, or did you already click it?
I already clicked it, but Tony said
Same.
good to rest. I think. And if he didn't,
Too bad.
I'll revert it. It was only 8 health.
I
Everything else
clicked
is-
rest, but I have no hit dice left to roll, so
Yeah, he's last
I
man.
have one. I didn't roll it.
Yeah, I figure if we're gonna take a rest, we could probably save the hit die because you only get half back on a long rest, right? So, is that right or am I wrong about that? I could be wrong.
Man, I don't know.
It's so long.
you do get half of what you're missing back on our rest.
Okay.
That is a correct statement.
Okay. So we gotta pay back Caitlin. What's next?
Do we remember how long it takes for frogs to explode out of you?
Did we ever know? You would be the only one that knew. I think.
Yeah, I just don't remember, like, OC.
Um,
Either. I'm scrolling.
basically, as the disease goes on to you, and then every 24 hours you reduce your maximum hit points by 3d6, I believe it is.
Mm.
And then when your
Yes.
maximum hit points hits 0, you become a red sled. If you are a normal character, or if you have 3rd level spell slots, you become a green sled.
Question
Okay.
is, did Temple Lady dispel
Clear
the
that,
entire
yeah.
disease?
And that's what I kind of want to...
He would not be able to be awake if she did not.
Okay.
While you had that disease, you were incapable of gaining hit points.
Alright, perfect.
Okay. There we go.
So my assumption would be that he is him.
Better.
He's no longer pregnant. Abortion was successful.
I don't know about that one. He might still be pregnant.
Well, not with this thing's baby.
I am pretty submissive and breedable.
The words right out of my mouth.
Everyone says that about him.
Yeah, so, yeah. Pay back debt and then move on to.
You need to rest
Pontoon.
more. That was. You're not good.
I agree with Ava. So to catch you up, we did take you up to the temple, and a very nice woman was kind enough to treat you for free. Don't bring it up. She didn't seem to want to talk about it. We thanked her profusely. But
Yeah,
she
they
also
said
said,
that the healing at the temple was very expensive.
"Aye, it was
Yeah.
going to be 100 anvils,
Anvils.
but again, free. So let's not." She also said, "Keep you away from any of the darker areas of the city." So I think you'll be stuck probably here for quite a while. I mean, quite a while is, sometime at least. And you'll have to rely on us, perhaps, to check on Baron or what have you. How are you feeling, by the way? Like in general? Full of miasma, or?
That was a lot of words. Everything we need to do is out of the light. So that's probably not going to happen. I feel
might-
like a bag of assholes that was smashed under a horse.
Ah, I really don't know what we do next. I was with you with the whole city, taking care of that, care of whatever's down there, if there is any more.
Yeah.
We're going to need to take time to recuperate. It's not as fast as it was before.
Yeah. I need to go talk to Svela before we go out again.
I
We're
don't
going to
think
need time.
we're planning on that anytime soon. Give it a while. In the meantime, I'll go.
On that note, a few things happen following your short rest. This is the new mic, so if it sounds crazy weird, just let me know so I can adjust the gain or something. I just guessed based on the old settings. I need Avalyn, Kaller, and Bior to make Constitution saving throws. 2-1-1. I need one more from Avalyn. I just want to take a moment to complain. Okay. Every time I have a cool monster, I'm like, the Froghemoth needs to grapple people and drown them. Am I cutting out still? Open mic. I'm actually going to watch the feed for a second, so I'm going to talk and then tell me when I cut out. Because if it's still picking up on... Maybe it's Discord then. It's never done this before. I might have to just do a restart. Maybe it's software related. All right, so I'm going to try to... You get a cool monster sometimes, and you're like, oh man, how great would this be if it did something cool? Just ruin the player's day. I changed the slots around to make them a little bit easier to fight. Gave them better regeneration, but like it was more limited. I specifically made a separate claw attack that did not include all the stuff that the red slot's claw does. It still did it. I was just running it on the back end because I really, really wanted to impregnate one of you. Just, that was my thing. That was what I wanted to do today. I wanted to impregnate one, preferably all of you, in succession. Right? And nothing. I got one stupid Chaos Phage. I didn't give a shit about the Chaos Phage. The Chaos Phage was a misdirection. You were supposed to think you were safe once the Chaos Phage was dealt with. And then, ta-da, one of you fucking has a chest burster inside of you. And y'all just rolled like golden gods when it came time for it. And I'm just a little upset. So I just want you to know that by choosing to succeed, you have killed a part of me. It's not even fun anymore. The other thing that happens in the morning is that you hear a commotion. You hear a grieving woman from outside the farmstead. Does anybody cast eyes on it? Or just assume the worst? Just nope. She's not terribly far if you choose to look. You probably wouldn't be able to tell that, but I'm specifically curious to know if Cyros looks. Cyros, you recognize this woman. You saw her on one of your first days in Shadesmoor. She was outside the Bloodsworn the Bloodsworn's Tavern, basically pleading with them for help. It looks like the news has been broken to her and she is properly devastated. Probably not a good thing to say in this context, right? I did change a Discord setting. It might have been entirely software. But I think the cable was actually bad because I was able to wiggle it and get power to go to and from. So we'll see. All right. You make your way to cash the check. The script essentially is redeemable at the government offices of the Council of Stewards, and you can also cash it with any reputable merchant, including the one that you have recently started working for. On your way back, as you are making your way back to the Pale, you can make a perception check if you care. So this is something that you're accustomed to doing because you're carrying a large sum of money, right? And anytime you're carrying a large... Right, but you're leaving a financial institution, you're carrying a lot of money, you're a little bit wary of, like, people following you, watching you, and you do notice someone that follows you, not very subtly, not very clandestine about their efforts, back to the pail. You sort of make eye contact with them, and they look away awkwardly, like, "Oh, look at that bird." Outside of the farmstead, they appear to be a woman wearing sort of. One second. Many seconds. Perhaps more seconds. They appear to be a woman that is trying very hard not to look in your general direction. She has disheveled red hair tied up in a bun, large glasses, ink smudged fingers. You're not sure with ink blight, or like maybe she's a scribe of some kind, and has a relatively unkempt appearance, like she hasn't showered recently, or she's been up all night working, something like that. And she's just trying really hard not to look in your general direction. Probably at this point, you're entering onto the farmstead proper, so a few 100 feet. If you talked loudly, she's not trailing you super close. She's probably got about 50 feet behind you. When you describe her, where is the downtime? Downtime. This would be older downtime. What did you say, Bailey? Theodora Rumor? But have you met her? I feel like... Yes, Caller. This matches the description of someone you saw on your first days traveling the city. A woman that was in public spaces, apparently trying to get people to fill out questionnaires and collecting stories about the land. When you open the door, you see a eerily similar looking woman with what looks like forms and clipboards in her hands. And she looks startled when you open it, and she says, "Oh, hello, hi. I are you the ones that found the caverns?" Oh, I you're right. I'm so sorry. Hi, I am Theodora. I am the archivist here, and I understand you had an encounter with creatures under the city. And I came here, slots. That is, oh wow, that is rare. Even among realm hoppers, that is something. Do you have time for a very quick interview about your experiences? Well, I didn't want to seem rude. I didn't know if you were the right person or not. I was kind of just moving on rumor, and then I saw somebody matching like your description in the stories, but I didn't have great concrete information, so I wanted to be really certain, and I didn't want to seem weird. Sometimes I seem a little weird. But here, if you could just... Oh, no, please don't go, please don't go. She hands you she hands each of you a stack of forms that is at least a half-inch thick, and you realize that they are in triplicate. And she says, if you could just detail your encounter with the creatures underneath, I am putting together sort of a history and also detailing the encounters here. I think this will really help us deal better in the future as we get more exposure to these creatures. And, well, there's a lot of history missing, and I think, and she just kind of goes on for a bit. She chases after you for several steps trying to get you to fill out these forms. She very excitedly moves back to you, Evelyn, and will sit with you for your full accounting and encourages you to fill out the forms in triplicate. And she tells you a little bit about her time here and what she's been studying, which is that she is the town's archivist, and she is really struggling to get people to fill out good forms, good accountings of the details here. So there's so much rumor and speculation. She's trying to find a way home for everyone, but people are so uncooperative. It's been a real pain. And as she's speaking with you, she says, I don't know, is this something you do regularly? Like, do you often go into the Black and deal with the creatures there? It's really only the Bloodsworn and maybe some of the Dawn Wardens that do. Well, if this is something that you do often and you're going to continue to do it, I actually could use the assistance of people willing to go out into the Black. And this isn't even very far into the Black. This is actually very close. It's sort of within this old city limits. It's been taken over now, but it's not far. Barely out of the city. There is another archive, one that existed when the city was larger and where there were more dawn shards, more light from the dawn shards to protect them, and it's been claimed by the Black entirely. But the archive is still there. This archive, my archive, points to it. If we could get some of the records out of there, I'm sure it would start to fill in a lot of pieces of the puzzle. I'm reading here. Yes, and honestly, if you haven't had yourself checked out, you should make sure you're checked out. Get tested. Okay, good. Because that's a whole thing. And she goes into a very descriptive process of what childbirth via slot looks like. But when she finishes, she says, the archive isn't going anywhere, but I will pay very well. I actually get a decent stipend for research projects from the city, and I haven't really had anyone to use it with, so I can offer you fair payments, and I am sort of a wealth of knowledge between me and the archive itself, and you can also pet my cat. Oh, yes, his name is Eggery. He's... Great, I will... Great. I will help you. I will pay you. You can pet my cat Eggery. Whatever you need. And she sort of looks at you expectantly, like she's expecting you to like get started. Oh yeah, you're her favorite. Absolutely. If you look to Form 7, that's where you could start. And the forms are really specific, like uncomfortably specific details about like when was your last bowel movement before, when was... It's a little creepy, but seems purely academic. She is delighted. Give me one moment. I have to reference my notes for this. Sorry, getting there. This is the wrong document. It was not the wrong document. Now I just feel stupid. I promise I'm working towards it. How does this not have anything I'm looking for? It's ridiculous. She says, well, I can't be entirely certain. The records in the city seem to have been not entirely consolidated. I'm not sure why. Usually you would have backups rather than spreading the information out. It was almost like you spread the information out if you were worried about something damaging the records, like a riot or a fire or something like that. But they seem to have been segmented, and some of the records reference other records that are clearly not here, and the archive that I've been able to find, of course, into the miasma. But as from what I can understand, it is a repository of knowledge. If you could grab the various ledgers, records, anything that seems interesting, really, everything eventually, if I can get the appropriate use of your time and funding. And I'm also understanding that it has some sort of storage capability, like it was meant to be a repository of something. Although again, the records are fake. This is an excellent question for the records to help answer for us. Eggery, though, is my familiar, so he comes from me. And she conjures a small, sleek black cat in her hands and kind of shoves him into your face. The cat looks disinterested, but is pliant as this cat is forced upon you. And she says, Eggery. That's Eggery. Oh, this is Eggery. He is a cat. And she kind of... Cinder is a good name. Very good. That's an interesting... Did you build that here? I don't expect many people would know what that is here. She looks to you, Caller, and says, to answer your question, most of the animals are reported to have already been here when we came here, along with a lot of the architecture. Most of these buildings were here, but it's hard to say because our records only go back a few hundred years. And then she turns back to you, Avalon, and says, I don't have any access to a Dawn Shard. The temples strictly regulate them. The access to them, it's mostly through prayer or ritual. I suppose joining the clergy would be the best way. Although if you had someone there that could show you around, I know that they've done not tours necessarily, but they've had special ceremonies to view the Dawn Shards up close. Oh, that sounds very interesting. Sort of like a focal lens, and she starts nerding out with you. She hands you a stack of forms as you go. So, what is everyone doing? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Interestingly enough, you don't feel that these are something that are properly explored or researched. It seems that the Bloodsworn deal in them. You don't necessarily think she would be disinterested. She seems interested in everything. No, she's pretty much there tizzing me out with Avalon until one of them gets tired. Oh, these are really interesting. I haven't had too many opportunities to research on them. I'm afraid that they're not the priority for my research, but maybe one of the Smiths would be interested in trying to incorporate it. I'm understanding that they have some sort of properties of the creatures that they come from. I I absolutely am. If you don't find anyone who's interested at all, please bring it by again. I just have other priorities with my research. She will. What are you guys doing? She actually is a wealth of knowledge and probably gives you some, if not ideas necessarily, she's probably a great sounding board for you to bounce your ideas off because she can usually engage with them. I will say the next time you make a check of some kind for crafting, you can choose one roll and roll it with advantage. Interestingly enough, you feel pretty good as you make your way back towards the homestead. You think that maybe the nature of the way that you were cured uh, was thorough enough to not make you particularly vulnerable. You don't feel bad, and you can find your way down to Svela's hut. It doesn't look terribly different than when you last saw it. Phala seems slow to respond as you approach, but Fern seems to have noticed you coming, and you can see that she is kind of bounding around the front yard, waving at you and, like, not making any vocalization sounds, but clearly enthused for you to approach. Svela is as cryptic and difficult to understand as always, but she does seem to enjoy your company, especially with Fern there to see how excited she is. Make an insight check. So, spending the day with her, you don't get a lot of good answers. Like, she says, you really can't tell if she knows a lot or if she's just batshit insane, and it seems to vary by degrees from moment to moment. But you do notice that when she stands at her window and she looks out towards the back of her home where the last refuges, the last moments of light are fading towards the black, she doesn't look frightened. She looks almost longingly out towards the darkness. I will say that working on this relationship, if you don't notice anything else first, this will kind of give you a better method of interpreting her in the future. What's everyone else doing? So the Smiths are interested, and you get the feeling that they're kind of still debating on what to do with their current quasi-magical item. But they are interested. The problem that you see with them is that Mirren still thinks that anything from the black should be completely fucking hasta la negrata. Like, you should not fuck with it. And Lyria seems interested in fucking with it. But they're still working on figuring out what to do with their current piece of black script, which is a point of contention among them. When you... Go ahead. When you make your way to the Bloodsworn, you find that they operate a tavern that is exclusive to their company. And that the majority of them are out on the expedition, apparently the same one that recovered you. There seems to be just a sort of a holding force left behind. It is largely a skeleton crew, but there certainly is somebody in charge of the skeleton crew, and they'll have members of their order that are like part of logistics. Like, they just don't go on logistics, and they don't go on expeditions rather, and they do have some like knowledge, power. What are you looking for? So you produce a few of these shards, and the man that greets you says, "That is interesting. How'd you come about these?" You don't have to be so cryptic. We don't care if you're going out into the miasma. That's really... He shrugs and says, "Well, the Bloodsworn have a tradition of working these into their equipment. It's one of the things that makes them better at dealing with the miasma. So one of their members could probably take that off you, give you some irons for it. Or if you're very convincing, you might be able to get them to work it into gear that you can then have." He's not a member of the Bloodsworn. He's like the supporting... Yeah. Yeah. He's a contractor. Did you take time to collect them all? I'm not being facetious here. I know how many you guys said you collected, but nobody expressly said if they collected all of them or not, like specifically from the dryads, the slods. Like, you tell me, what would your character have collected? So the dryads and the spiders. So you would have 3 stones, 1 for the dryad and 2 for the spiders. And he says one of the Sether witches would be interested. He says it again, and he follows it up by saying, "They're nothing like the Dusk Witch." The stories I've heard about that thing. And he seems to shiver. She is in the Mist Haven Tavern is. Yes. Yeah, the Moth Keeper. They say that if you follow one of those moths to her home, you're just never seen from again. And I think that that's true. Where the Bloodsworn has been here for a long time, at least a few hundred years. And apparently the origins are that they were a mercenary group in some other realm. And they brought with them the magic of that realm, and it's what makes them so effective here. It's why they're so selective with who they hire. Where they come from, they're called Sether witches. I guess it's just a coincidence that there are other creatures like the Dusk Witch that have a witch in the name, you know? She says, yeah, you can try Elvar. She's probably the nicest one I know. Well, you can find her here when their expedition comes back, I'd say within the next week. He gives you a nod and says, best of luck. He, the Sether Witch, is a she. I could have misspoken. Who knows? Right. Anybody else have anything pressing to do, or are you guys kind of all moving towards your downtime? All right. So if nobody has anything pressing, you're going to resume your downtime. And if you have anything to add, change, addendum, then you'll want to send that to me this coming week. And that'll effectively combine the last time we spoke till the end of your long rest. Unless you guys want to go and take on another job. Listen, if nothing else, I've tried to convey that things are happening on a semi-real timeline, right? So you might miss out on jobs if you don't take the risk of fighting them when you're at half health. Simultaneously, you might benefit from only going in at full strength. It is entirely for you guys to decide. The world will adapt accordingly. But your downtime will happen, your long rest concludes, you're all feeling better. Your week goes by. The week goes by, you're as productive as you choose to be. What do you do, if anything? What's the gold price? So we will say, we're going to do some approximations here. You're welcome to do the math if that's what benefits you. We're going to say it's going to be 400 irons, 400 anvils, to completely pay off your debt to Calum, if you would like. 1,000. Yes. Pretty sure it's a heavy. So, $400 anvils will suffice. Well, I did try to impregnate him earlier. Yeah, you. Yes, 600 irons. You head to the logging camp. You don't find any obvious signs of Caleb. One of them will tell you that it seems like he's been sick lately. They will give you directions essentially to the top of the camp where there's a few more permanent houses or permanent buildings. One of them serves as his home. Shuffling of feet slowly kind of drags closer, and you see Caleb opens the door. He looks ill and surprised to see you. Yeah, mate, I'm fine. I'm just under the weather. Make a perception check. It seems like he's kind of using the door to obscure himself, just barely kind of peeking around the corner. No. He looks a little surprised and he says, "Oh, I didn't think you'd pay. I thought you'd just kind of. Wow. This helps. I'm still disappointed how it all turned out, but well, life moves on. We find new ways." He'll. I'm not exactly gambling on that outcome. Placing my bets elsewhere. But this will help with that too. He takes the coin. Oh, I'm not terribly. I get it. I just figured people would want to survive more. Well, good luck to yous. He. Oh, Cyrus there too? All right. with a natural 1. Oh, you look sick. I like that. I like that Yami is very nearly the most vulnerable person in the group, and he is just getting so much hatred. You guys are cyber bullies. All right. What next for you? Okay. I mean, you guys have most of that. We could certainly end it here, and you guys can tap on whatever else you had in mind. All right. So let's wrap here. And if you want to bring them up now, or a letter, or send them in the messages, whatever. I want to start a casino with blackjack and hookers. Is that like a legit question, or is like asking each other? Okay. So I can answer this one if you're interested. There are very few instances of people coming here together, like at the same time. Your group is exceptional for that. But most people, in instances like Bomb and Kid, would have had the kid after they got here. There's probably a few instances where that stands out as not the case. You haven't really inquired, but it sounds like the relationship between Mirren and Lyria is older. The Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Yes, but what you'll find is that the circumstances are different. So, for instance, you'll find that there is a father and a daughter that are here, and they are the exact same age. You'll find that the little girl went missing in the forest, and her father basically searched for her until he collapsed. And when he woke up, he found her in Shadesmoor, and many years had passed for her, and only a day for him. If you ask the Smiths, they will tell you that Go ahead. Yes. Not uncommon. It's just life is hard here, so there probably is substantially lower birth rates. But people make efforts to live their lives, and if they find someone to settle down with or have kids with or drunken lust, whatever. No. No, you'll find that the Patchworks in particular has a higher population of kids. Like they're less educated and poorer. They have more kids, and there's more orphans as a result. The kid that got fireballed and their mom. 1 second. I do. You'll learn that the child's name is Avery. And what is his mom's name? What's the name of this quest? I would have let you. Interestingly, what I've done for that in the past is you can use your reaction to essentially shield the person, but you take full damage, no save. I would let you. And I would have given you inspiration for it. What? Take full damage from the fireball? Absolutely. That would be even more. I'll let you take more, yeah. Like, you know the argument about, like, do you get more or less wet if you run through the rain? Right? And the argument is bad, but it's always been that, like, well, if you're running, you're hitting more raindrops. And I would let you do that with fire. I would let you run through fire to get exposed to more of it at any point in time you want. Yeah, you can still protect the kid. Yeah. Yes, also that. I'm not restricting your creativity. You can take more damage. But yes, you also could take damage to save the kid. Mm-hmm. Anyways, anybody else have anything? You can. And yeah, they are highly. I guess they're appreciative that you didn't rat on them. You get the feeling that the temple's services are controlled by money. And she describes it in a very defensive way. And it's hard to say if that's legitimate or not. She seems like a person that just genuinely wants to be helpful. You think that the temple might be, through necessity or otherwise, much more restrictive on who it gives its services out to. But what you will find while you're there is that it cost 200 anvils. Sorry, 250 anvils to get a blessing of flame from the temple. Okay, goodbye. Yes, when you receive the temple's blessing, which is, I already know how this is going to go, but it's a shard light blessing. You essentially carry a flame that has been blessed in a lantern, and that lantern's flame has 7 charges. You have to spend a charge every day that you are in the miasma to continue the blessing of the flame and the blessing. The flame is not impervious. Things can happen to it, which will reduce the number of charges, so you have to protect it. And you can split the blessing up as many ways as you want once you have it, as long as it's in whole numbers. So you can have 2 light sources that each have 3 charges, for instance. But same thing, like they diminish day by day. So you do believe that the majority of the faith have some magical talent. And it is... Shadesmoor seems largely superstitious of other magical users and magic in general, with few exceptions. But the temple is largely regarded as a gift from Arvale. And there is very little superstition there. In fact, it's very well received. Cool. I'm going to